The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome back to the David Pakman Show. The best way to support the David Pakman Show is by becoming a David Pakman Show member. Go to davidpakman.com/membership. We're talking about pennies a day here, Lewis, to support the David Pakman Show. You'll get the commercial-free podcast, the bonus show hosted by producer Lewis, both audio and video, and an archive of shows that dates all the way back to 2005. It's pretty remarkable stuff, isn't it, Lewis?
Seems like forever.
How is your hosting of the bonus show going at this point?
Things are going well. Things are going really well. Yeah. What else can I say? The bonus show is better than ever because of it.
Texas Rangers TV play-by-play man Dave Barnett had a weird on-air moment during the 8th inning of a game between the Texas Rangers and the San Diego Padres just a couple days ago. This is one of those kind of gibberish moments. And afterwards, he claimed that he had a migraine. And we've heard about this happening with the migraine explanation before to a number of newswomen, etc. Let's take a look at the audio and what happened here, Lewis. He starts talking about a runner being on 5th base, a botched robbery, and a henchman, and then they kind of cut away from him. He did finish the game. Very weird stuff.
Go-ahead run is at 5th on what Adams is insisting on calling it a botched robbery. What actually happened was his henchman took a piece literally out of his.
Yeah, so that's kind of the whole thing. It's weird, though, isn't it? I mean, medically, who knows what could be going on? Natan really finds this to be an interesting story. What's so funny about this to you? I don't know.
Just the words that he's substituting for what would be, the logical choice. I mean, 5th base, a henchman, and a botched robbery.
It is unusual.
It's still it still makes sense. I mean, except for 5th base, the robbery and
it
the
could
henchman.
be like stealing a base.
Right.
I could understand robbery being there, and it was somehow, wow.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. The botched robbery must have been because he thought he stole a base. That must be it.
Are you being serious? Natan thinks this is hilarious. I don't get it.
Well, it's not like those other incidents we saw where the people were just speaking gibberish.
Yeah.
This is pretty different.
A lot of people are saying this is happening more now than it ever has been happening before. Others, though, are saying that, there's two schools of thought. One school of thought is that this is happening on TV way more than it used to. So what is it about TV people where this is happening? The other school of thought is this is happening more to all people, and by definition, some percentage of those are on TV, so we hear it. Well, why is it happening? And people like to make claims about having wireless routers around, send signals through the air that confuse people's thinking, for example, so that you're getting this gibberish talk from people in all walks of life, but because we're watching TV, it happens to some people that are on TV, for example. I don't know which school of thought I'm in. I don't know.
Well, those waves are everywhere. I mean, in the form of radio waves. We're just constantly being bombarded by them. So, I mean, if that were the case, wouldn't it be happening way more often? I don't know.
Well, it's happening more often than it did 10 years ago, right, Natan? I mean, we didn't really hear about these incidents on TV 10 years ago.
I don't think that proves anything. I mean, it could just be that there's a lot more anchors on TV. There's a lot more local stations with anchors, and there's just more media, and just by definition, we're going to see it more.
All right, so you're not quick to buy into any conspiracy theories about radio waves messing with people's minds?
No.
All right. Lewis, are you quick to buy into those?
No, but I think it's possible.
Could it be the paranormal, as you've said you believe in?
Well, I mean, I think there are... Paranormal is a word for something that's unexplained, and
it's a political term.
I think there are explanations for everything that I would consider paranormal somewhere out there. But I mean, I think.
Wait, so you really then don't think there is anything that is truly paranormal? We just may not have the explanation.
Of course.
What?
Well, what else are you going to call it? You have to call it paranormal. What else are you going to call it?
Okay.
These unexplained phenomena.
So when you believe that there might be a psychic, you believe that there is an explanation for why they can do what they do. We just may not know it.
Well, I don't think it's magic.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
All right. Anyway, I'm sure there are plenty of people who, if this is the case and these waves are actually doing this, would like to keep that on the down low. Who knows?